finally converted my Lucid evals into funded account, and I recorded the exact moment because I could not believe how quick it happened. In this video, I'll show you the conversion, what I learned, and what almost made me lose that account on day six, whether I think it's actually worth it. This is also a continuation of my previous video where I compared Tradeify and Lucid accounts. So if you haven't seen that, please check that out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and convert my eval into a funded. Thank you for joining the video. On Thursday, when I passed that account, it was immediately available for upgrade. I just went into Lucid, went over the agreement. Make sure to go over this, hit agree once you've read it, submit, and your account is just upgraded. It's so quick. I just click done. The account moved from the eval section to the funded section. And I was just like, that's pretty quick. So I clicked on funded. I could see that account. It did say it was 5 minutes. It was going to take up to 5 minutes for the account to be active. I refreshed Lucid and I also refreshed TradeAway, and on TradeAway it was available for trading, which was really quick, really amazing. And since then, let me show you my funded account where I have already done 2 days of trades and I'm up 800. Now my funded, let me actually go back, account summary. So when I click on the funded section, this is the funded account that I converted from eval to funded. I did breach an account before. I'm going to reset that one. I'm going to let you know at the end of the video what I'm going to do with this one. So this is my funded account. With funded with Lucid, the criteria to get a payout is you need to have 5 profitable days where you make $100 each. So once you reach that, your account, you're eligible to do a payout. Let me go ahead and show you. So like I said, on the 9th, which was the Thursday, I converted these during the New York session. I took, I believe, 2 trades, and then I just made 116. I was just overwhelmed because it's been a while where I went from evals to funded because I was trading my live account for a long time, and then I wanted to always, I always felt that this journey would probably be a little different because risk management is different for each account. Yesterday was a bigger day where I made 691. To give you a little bit of brief, these are the trades that I did take. In that, one of the sections which I wanted to mention specifically is if you see over here, yesterday, initially I had a losing trade. And then after the losing trade, there was the President Trump candle. And that President Trump candle was where I took a shot. I took a mini shot, and that's where I made close to $800, and it kind of compensated. So my winning was 1,035 on that, but after the loss that I had taken in the morning, it adjusted to 806, and my overall PNL was 691. My goal with this account is, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to try to make sure I reach the minimum $100. I also want to reach the maximum payout available. So that means um, for anyone who has traded Lucid before, once you're eligible for a payout, you would be able to take a payout up to 50% of your profits. For a 25K, that would be a maximum of $1,000. So you would need to have $2,000 in your account to be able to request a payout of $1,000. So for me to be able to do that, I need to reach 27,000. So that way I can remove 1,000. So that means in the next 3 days, On an average, I have to add in $400 a day. That would be my goal. I would definitely keep you all updated. I definitely feel with the way I have been trading, our payout videos coming out soon. This was just a little bit of an overview of my account. And let me talk to you about, that interesting day that I spoke about where I almost lost my eval. And also, for someone who hasn't ever done evals before, if it is worth it to do it, or what has been my experience. So, as you saw, once you get your trading plan in place, trading becomes a lot more easier. And I wanted to talk to you about definitely a day where I broke my trading plan during this journey. I believe this was on the 8th. I think I wanted to play a breakout, and I went in with a mini instead of a micro, and it did a pullback where on my eval, where I was initially close to just $100 from passing them. The day I went to a negative 500, and it played a lot with me for the next 5 minutes. But I calmed myself down. I said, okay, I made a mistake. Let me regroup. I kept watching the momentum, and eventually I covered that loss and brought the day to a profit. But the reason I wanted to mention that is that happens a lot when you're doing evals, especially when you're right at the edge and you just need that $100 or $50 left, and maybe that day you're not getting that set up, and there is a voice inside you telling you that you have to pass it today. Do not let it take over. It's difficult, but the traders who actually are successful listen to that voice. Um, what I normally do at this stage of my life, which I wouldn't have done when I was beginning, was I just walk away. And sometimes just walking away, I even sometimes just get myself a snack from my pantry. And it's much more easier to do that because you can come back with a better mindset than just being in front of your screen. So do keep that in mind. Secondary, what my plans are next, and I feel I'm sharing this on this video, is to keep myself more accountable, which is very important in this journey. Is once I get a payout from this account, I'm going to reinvest it and max out on Lucid. So the breached account, I'm going to reset that one. That would bring me to two accounts, and then I'm going to buy three more accounts with Lucid and share that journey with y'all. So the reason I did that is I realized I wanted to document this journey. If you go in with five accounts at the beginning, and like y'all saw in my profile where I breached one, even when you're copy trading, you lose all the five accounts. And assuming that's the only capital you had, you do not get a second chance. So I bought one. I breached that. The same day itself, I bought another one. So the trade I wanted to play, which breached my account, played out within the next 7 minutes. And only because I had the second account, I was able to catch that move. And on the first day of the eval, I was able to get that. And that gave me a push. That was because with evals, you have 50% consistency on Lucid. So I was up close to 620 something. And from there, I just had to do a continuation. So day one was 620, but day two to day eight is where the remaining 600 came in. And it takes time. Sometimes, you would want to take a step back, your risk management goes for a toss. And even for someone like me who has been trading close to 5 years now, it does happen. It's pretty normal. What it should not do, and I know it's very easy for me to say that right now, when initially in my journey it was very difficult, is it shouldn't affect your day to day, where it really starts taking toll on your mental health, because having the right mindset is what makes you a good trader. So my next steps are get that payout. Once I get that payout, I'm going to record it. And in that video itself, I'm going to buy the other four accounts. So buy three accounts with Lucid and reset the breached account, and then document the journey where I get those funded and then start taking a payout, because what I want to show you all, and my goal with this journey is to get max payout. So five funded, 1,000 each every 5 days. So that's 5,000. Obviously, you do not get 5,000. You get 90%. So you get $900 each. Into five is $4,500. And my thing is, can we do it once? And maybe after that, can we do it twice in the month? So I appreciate you all joining me on this journey and keeping me accountable. I'm excited to share my next video. I'm going to do a similar video with my TraderFi accounts. So like I mentioned, I am doing this with Lucid because with Lucid, I'm brand new. I haven't used them before. This is my first time, and within the first, let's assume 15 days. So I have got into funded, and let's see how long it takes me for a payout. Again, keep in mind, I've been trading for over 5 years. I've seen it, I've been on days where uh, I didn't feel my best. I've been on days where I felt I was the best, and what it just reminds you is those up and downs are just part of life. What you got to really do is plan it like in a way where you can keep sustainable growth, because only when you growth is when you feel the best version of yourself. And do not forget to take breaks. I mean, for almost 4.5 years, I didn't take a single day off, and now when I look back, that burnout is where a lot of times I lost accounts. So thank you again for joining this video. I'm going to keep it pretty short compared to my other ones, but I appreciate you all joining in, and I cannot wait to shoot the next one where we talk about the payout. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.